and welcome back. So today's video we are going to be getting ready and using the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. Look at that packaging. I can't. Glittery, sultry colors put together in a palette, and they're cool toned, and they're not red or orange or purple or yellow. Like, I'm so over the warm stuff. This is so gorgeous. I love all these lid shades. I hadn't even opened this palette. I had just sat down and decided to film a look with it today, so this is what I came up with. I was kind of in like a sultry kind of mood today. I am so cozy too, by the way. You need this sweater in your life. It's from Nordstrom, BP brand. I think it's like around a $20 bill. It is so comfy. It's stretchy. I have a cute little tank top under it. Comes in lots of colors. And I'm wearing my favorite, hold up, wait a minute, Zella leggings and my little speckled socks. I'll just link everything below. But I'm so cozy and comfy, I can't even. It's like an actual fall day. It is gray, it is dreary, it is dark. I'm making lasagna for dinner. Life is good. All right, you came here to watch me put on makeup and to talk about this palette, so I'm going to let you do that. Subscribe if you are new. Would love to have you here, and let's roll into this. It is so dark out this morning, but I am loving it. I don't miss the sun at all. I am loving this cooler gray type days. But because it's starting to get a little bit cooler out, my lips are like, hello, we need moisture. So I like to start off with a little bit of hydration. This is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I've had too much coffee. Before I sat down here, I'm like, ooh, I am so comfortable today. I have on like my cute little sweater. However, my body is feeling a little bit like it's behind my mind because I've had way too much coffee. I don't think I've used this on camera yet. Or no, I did one time. The Ren Perfect Canvas. This is a primer serum, but it's absolutely free of a ton of things. There's like parabens, phthalates, mineral oil, petroleum, synthetic fragrance, synthetic colors, TEA, DEA, glycol, silicones, PEGs, et al. And I'll be honest, I don't know what a lot of that stuff is. But I like the consistency of this. It's like a liquid dropper situation. I don't enjoy a heavy primer anymore. I should say my skin doesn't. I really break out if I do a lot of heavy makeup. Plus, I have been doing less is more, and I've been loving it. Like, I'll still do like a full coverage foundation, but I'm just not applying it like frosting. Like, I have to remind myself, Chelsea, you're not frosting a cake. You're like almost glazing a cake, and I have to tell myself that because I'm very heavy-handed and I tend to go overboard very easily. I've been using my Too Faced Peach Perfect Foundation a lot lately. I like the finish of this. It's a nice matte, but not flat or dry. It's just a really pretty... Also, the color right now is really good for me. I have the shade Vanilla. And so with my foundation lately, I've been just actually mainly using my fingers and smoothing it onto my skin. And then going back over and getting rid of any lines, like where it isn't blended, with a brush or a beauty blender. I think the reason I'm loving this so much is it really gives a chance for the foundation to blend into your skin with the warmth of your finger versus a brush. Even though I do like a brush and I do like a beauty blender, you know, I enjoy changing things up, trying different techniques, going through different phases of what you're enjoying. Changing things up keeps you interested in it. Trying different methods, and sometimes depending on your skin you have to change things up. Like, our skin goes through different phases and different times of the month, different things are happening. I can't stand when it's so dark back there, but it literally is really dark outside this morning, and I have all the lights on in my room, so I really don't know what else to do to get it bright back there. If we mess with the lighting too much, then I'm going to end up looking white. In my last video I looked like that because I was trying to figure out how to get rid of the darkness without making me too bright. And I just don't have the right lighting, I guess, to make that happen. Alright, today I'm going to take the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. I've been enjoying this concealer too. It is definitely a thicker consistency, more hydrating, but I don't do too much. And I also blend this out with a dampened beauty blender to really get the product spread around. But it offers really great coverage, and that's what I like about it. And it really lasts all day. I don't have any issues when I wear this concealer. I'm going to set my under eyes with my Chanel Natural Finish Loose Powder. This stuff has been going strong for years. I just can't seem to use this up, but it's fine because it's a nice powder. I've been loving using my Real Techniques setting brush, the original one here, or even the newer one that's a little bit fluffier, for setting underneath my eyes, I like to tap, and then once it is all like applied, I like to just kind of smush and smooth her out. Now this foundation is matte and it is cooler out, so I'm not getting as dewy during the day, but I still will set my T-zone just in case, and then it's almost like perfect. So like when it's warm out and my skin gets a little bit more oily, I will set my whole face with powder, but it's almost not necessary for me to do that now. Plus, if I am a little bit drier and I set those areas with powder, it just doesn't look quite right. I've gone back to an old favorite for my bronzer. I'm going to use the Laura Geller Bronze and Bright, and this is the shade Fair. There are other shades, but what I like about it is that it's marbled, and this particular bronzer has more of those that's not a word, red undertones, which is good for more fair type skin. I have like light skin with more neutral undertones. And this brush, this is the Wayne Gust number 11 brush. This is the brush I love to use for bronzer. This brush is incredibly soft. It's a natural haired brush. It gives you a nice light application. I mean, you can build it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it like blends it out nicely. It's not a stiff, bristled, scratchy brush because I don't own those anymore. I just can't. I like to enjoy the application and not feel like I'm scraping a stiff Brillo pad across my face. Two products I just have never really strayed from. I've tried a few other things, but I always come back to the Anastasia Brow Definer. It's the perfect color for my brows. I never have to worry about them disappearing, fading, or rubbing off. And then the clear brow gel to seal the deal. Get your hairs in place. It's waterproof, so if you encounter rain or a really good cry fest, or you're out swimming or whatever, sweating, playing sports, you just don't have to worry about your brows. You have enough things in a given day to think about and to focus on. I just cannot be worried about my face smearing and falling off, Another thing I've been doing with my makeup is now at this point I will spray MAC Fix Plus over my face. So I just did that, and that really helps make your skin continue to look like skin and get rid of any powderiness and just kind of like marry everything together. All right, I am so incredibly excited. You have no idea. Would you believe I haven't even swatched this palette? I literally just bought it. Like, I didn't even swatch it. I've done nothing but look at it and take pictures. So I prime my eyes with my Milani eyeshadow primer, and I really don't have a plan. I thought we would just kind of navigate this together and hope we can pull something together that looks pretty. I mean, I don't know how you couldn't. It's just, you can't really mess this up, whether you're going simple or glam. So I'm not sure which direction we're going today. Well, you'll already have known which direction I've taken it, but I do want to do more than one look, so stay tuned. I'm going to start off with Fresh and an Exact Blend, number E32 from Sigma, and I'm going to stick a little bit of this Fresh creamy color, which looks really good, up on my brow bone. Oh, that is a nice all over fresh color. It does remind me of fresh whipped cream. Oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot wait for dinner. I am making homemade lasagna tonight, and the video will be up if it's not already of me with the recipe and stuff. So I've been filming like my weeknight recipes, what I've been making, and I've gotten really good feedback so far. You guys are enjoying it, which I am glad because I really am. But I feel like if you're watching a video of someone who's passionate about something, it makes you excited about it and excited to watch it, even if it's not something that's your area of expertise or that you're really normally into. Passion comes through and gets you excited about it, even if it's something that you're like, I never normally even care, you know what I mean? But I love food so much. I love food, I like to cook, and I really, really love to eat. All right, I'm going to start boring, and I'm going to take the Twig, it's a matte shade here, and I'm going to stick that in my crease. I personally really enjoy the Anastasia's eyeshadows. I find they blend so well for me. They're really easy to work with. Okay, so I can't say that about all the palettes. The ones I have, the Modern Renaissance, the Lavish, the World Traveler. I have a couple singles, and then of course this is my first experience with this one. I would say I went a little heavy, so we're gonna have to spend some time blending this out. This is literally first impressions, first use, so bear with me. I like the tone of this. It's a nice cooler toned brown. I'm going to take a sort of clean, get a clean brush, a nice fluffy one here, and just no product, run this over and blend her out. This shadow packs a punch, so you really don't need to dip too hard into the eyeshadow to get color on your brush. And make sure when you lay it down, you're setting that brush where you want the most color deposited, because that's the area from which you will be blending it all over the eye. So like, if you don't want to start here, you want to start where you want it, which for me is going to be out here. Now I'm going to go in with Teak, this beautiful color right here. I'm going to take a Sigma flat brush, the F70 here, and I'm going to start tapping this on my outer third. I'm so overwhelmed. I want to use all of these colors. They're so beautiful. These are all my kind of colors. I don't know about you, but I'm very much over a warm eyeshadow look, like the reds and the pinks and the oranges. I like warm eyeshadows, but I prefer something more neutral to cool. And don't get me wrong, I wear warm eyeshadow, yeah. But I'm just really over the reds and the oranges and yellows and all that kind of thing. When I seen that this palette was coming out, I'm like, oh my gosh, it screams me. All the pretty lid shades, just do something simple. Not anything that's really going to stand out necessarily. I'm kind of finding that I like makeup that emphasizes you and not makeup that wears you, like the makeup walks into the room before you do kind of thing. I want to be noticed for me, like the makeup is enhancing my beauty instead of like taking center stage and stealing the show kind of thing. I like it layered over that twig shade that we have in the crease. I kind of brought that down onto my lid a little bit. I normally do anyways. My phone's ringing. Hold up. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Cinder right here, and I'm going to take a Chikuhodo GSN 10 brush and apply that to like the center of the lid. I am such a fan of a really like a bronzy eye, like the lid, and I really like all these more neutral shimmery shades on the lid. I just think it's really pretty. Good neutral tones here, you can't really go wrong. Oh, this is gorgeous. And I'm finding that the colors here are really emphasizing the blue in my eye too, which I'm not mad about. This Chikuhodo brush here is a good one for the lid because it actually comes to a point there so you can really get it in. And for me, I have very deep set eyes, so getting things in creases can be tricky if the brush is too wide or just kind of shaped like a paddle. I like that it comes to a point here. Alright, I want to take a little bit of pearl, which is... Do I want to do that? Yeah, I do. I want to take a little bit of pearl. I'm just going to use my finger. Oh, that's really pretty. And let's just tap that over the top. Maybe that lightened it up too much. It's actually more pigmented than I thought. I thought it was going to be more of a sheer wash of color. I was wrong. So we just took this in a whole new direction. That's okay. That color kind of just covered up all the gold that we did. Like I said, this is my first time using this palette. So let's go back over. I want to bring back in some of that cinder color. We need to have a little bit more interest and some definition now and contrast. So I'm going to take this dark chocolate called Dystopian. And this is a number 5 from Wayne Goss. Just a really small brush to get into the crease. Because I'm honestly way too scared to use a matte black. I don't use matte black very often because I usually mess things up when I go that dark. But this dark chocolate color I can get with. You know, there has been a whole slew of eyeshadow palettes that have come out just this year. And I really have not been interested in anything. I can't even recall if I bought an eyeshadow palette this year. Maybe this is the first one. I'm really picky though at this point. I have a lot of makeup already. Some things a lot of my stuff is older now. I just don't feel a need to continue to buy. I'm picky with what I purchase because I have so much already that I want to pick unique things or things that I really love or really catch my eye that I know I'm going to wear. And it takes time to figure out, like, what do you like? Like, what makeup do you wear often? Like, what styles and colors? It takes time to really figure out your taste when it comes to makeup. And I will tell you, your taste changed, because what I once thought I enjoyed, I don't so much anymore. Well, and sometimes what you used to like, you have to change because it no longer works for you. I'm just dipping back into that teak shade and throwing that back out here since we kind of blended over it with the dark chocolate shade. That happens a lot when you're adding and blending. You kind of have to go back over some things that were initially applied. There's some definite fallout here with some of the more shimmerier shades. Probably should have put down some extra powder, but I didn't, so I am going to take this eyeliner from Charlotte Tilbury called Barbarella Brown. It's a nice, cool toned chocolate, rich, dark chocolatey brown color. So what I'm probably going to do is smoke this out with a Q-tip here. I'm going to take a pencil brush and dip into Twig, and I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line just a little bit here. Focusing mainly on the outer third, and I'm going to smoke out my waterline with this. And then fresh cream here. I call it fresh cream, but it's called fresh. That is going to go all over this inner corner to brighten her up. I have a new mascara to try. I'm super stoked about this. This is the NARS Climax Mascara. Here's what the brush looks like. Nice and big and fluffy. It feels pretty light, kind of like weightless. I was trying to build it up a little bit, but I know in the back of my mind that this look needs false lashes. So we're going to do an Ardell lash. These are one of my absolute favorites. I believe these are the the Ardell. Oh, they're just really simple. Just going to add a little bit of volume, just a smidgen of length. I don't like huge lashes anymore. That's it. Speaking of things that have changed, I'll clean that up in a second. Huge lashes for me belong not day to day for me. So I like something that is comfortable. I don't like to feel the lash. This mascara gave some serious lower lashes. Like, I am loving it. Okay, I can't even feel that I'm wearing these Ardell lashes, which is why I love them so much, because they add what you want, which is the volume and the length, but you can't feel them. They're lightweight and it's not obvious. I mean, you don't give away all your secrets about how you look so good, but pick yourself up a pair of these. I believe they are number 110s. Maybe it's 120. I want just a flash of color on my cheeks today, so I'm going for Gucci's Pink Camellia. I mean, look at the packaging. It's wonderful. You want to talk about cool packaging? Gucci. Just a soft little flush. I don't want to go crazy like I normally do, because I really, when I do a smoky eye, like to keep, you know, my cheeks a little bit contained here. All right, I'm going to take Hourglass Luminous Light, which these can be used as an all-over finishing powder, but I like to use this shade as my highlighter because, I mean, I don't even have any highlighter on yet, and there's already a glow. So I don't want to make it too intense. Plus, if I do too much highlighter, it emphasizes I have a lot of pores and just skin texture and stuff like that, and I really like to create healthy skin glow versus, whoa, girl, you are wearing highlighter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to take a little bit of this just on the top of my cheekbone. I don't like to go crazy. I really don't. I am going to take MAC Pro Longwear Lip Liner in the shade In Control. If you want a lip liner that you can wear and eat food in and still have your lip liner on, go for these prolonged wear lip liners because they legit last through eating and drinking. Alright, I'm so excited. I have not worn this lip combo yet. I just am flying by the seat of my pants. MAC came out with some new glosses. This is the Grand Illusion Glossy Liquid Lip Color in the shade Just Hustlin'. Look at the packaging. How fun. So many good colors, but this is the most unique, interesting shade ever. I don't even know how to describe it. So they have like shift. They shift on your lips, and it actually maintains that shift while you're wearing it. Oh my gosh. Me back. Ooh, this is cool. Okay, if you don't like a foiled type lip look. No, notice I have no lipstick on. That is just the gloss that is offering that much payoff in color. Oh, jeez. So you can see it's like pink, but lavender, but pink, and it's so cool. Isn't it cool? They have so many colors to choose from. I have a pink one that I also bought, but just go check them out. I think you'll find that they're really interesting. This would look great over any lipstick too. It would just give a lot of interest to it. Of course, if you're not into this much interest in the lip look for this eye look, you could do something else, but I think it's kind of fun. I absolutely love how this look came together. It is just a beautiful, everyday, sultry, smoky look. Like nothing that took any sort of crazy amount of time to accomplish. The palette is beautiful. Yes, I'm going to be using, I want to use more colors. Of course I do. I only used 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I used 6 shades today. I guess that might be a little bit, but I want to delve into this side of the palette and create something else. Like, I want to pair birch and bloom together. Do something even with those. I don't know. We're going to be doing some get ready with me's using this for sure because I'm already smitten with how this look turned out. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet done so, and that way you won't miss out on any new videos of mine. Check out all my other videos. I have a ton of get ready with me's if you just kind of want to keep watching this kind of video. I have a whole slew of them because these are my favorite types of videos to film. I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and we'll chat again soon. Bye, guys.